Danny, did you do laundry yesterday? I swear you shrunk. Next up, here's Paul.
Oh, I got a lot. We could be in trouble here. Danny. What was your definition of a roast again?
To criticize severely or ridicule without mercy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. True story, true story. When I got your email about you turning 40, I was actually at home and I was thinking about you and about where you are in life. So I just assumed there was a suicide note. But then, you know, I read that it was a birthday party and the first thing I thought was, how the fuck do I get out of it?
He tried.
I mean, again, do we really need to have another party, Danny? We had the housewarming, the karaoke sing-along. How about I'm about to be 40, but I'm still young e-party? Then I read it was a roast. And then I thought, wow, I must have really killed you to watch Ramel get all the attention of it.
There was some effort in that. I had to beg for effort.
But then it was a roast, and I thought, wow, I can truly share my feelings with you. In a non-gay way, not insulting, and clever like a Dean Martin roast of old. And so, Danny, let me share my feelings about you. Pathetic, insecure, inconsiderate, vertically challenged, attention whore. And this is coming from your best friend.
Two pieces of fiber.
Yes. But it is a roast, so let me get memes.
Remember, he is a comedy writer.
The definition of a roast is when those that love and respect you honor you by public presentation of comedic insult and heartwarming stories.
Much better definition.
Yes. But since no one here loves or respects you, and we would never use
So you were right all along.
and we would never use the words Danny and honor in the same sentence. What are we doing here? Is this a cry for attention? And Peter, what the hell did you do to these kids? Honestly,
Chris has to like,
you have a daughter. No, you have a daughter that hasn't spent more than 8 hours at a time outside of the home she was born in.
I took her to Africa. I guarantee it.
And you have a son that is Danny.
He had the look.
No one ever told you to give your kids a hug? I mean, I guess I sort of get it. It's probably just as hard as it is for all the other women in the world to bring themselves to touch you.
Why do you think I got divorced?
But Peter, I want you to know that his friends must pay the price for your shitty parenting. But I guess it must feel you. I guess it must make you feel good that they now live together, because now it only costs you one phone call to tell them how disappointed you are.
Oh my God.
And then
Right.
I'm sorry. Hey, what's the definition again?
to criticize severely or ridicule without mercy.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, I've known Danny quite a long time, and I've learned quite a few things about him. Danny was born Jewish, but he's definitely not a Jew. I don't think he's ever seen the outside of a temple in his life. He wasn't bar mitzvahed at 13 like all the other little Jewish kids, but instead he plans on doing it this year. Now that he's enough to stand at the podium without a step stool.
I get mine.
And Danny is no stereotype. He's not cheap at all. He never has a dime in his pocket, but he's not cheap. And this breaks another stereotype about Jews because Danny has no drive for success whatsoever. Another thing I've learned about Danny is that he is the life of the party, so we have to be careful with him. Which reminds me, Sylvia, please keep the white stuff away from him. I mean, the last thing we all need is another email blast after he pulls an all-nighter and at 8 a.m. he realizes what kind of a pathetic life he has.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure many of you know this, but Danny did try to be a stand-up comedian. He didn't have much success because no one really believed he was standing up. Now, we all know these are jokes. So, in closing, I do want to say a serious thing about Danny. Danny, I've known you almost 20 years. A very long time. And in that time, I have seen you grow into a man, which is about 5'2" for you. Happy birthday, bitch.
That was great. You know, I don't want to say that Danny is cheap either, but I have heard that he jerks off the group on emails. Anthony, go on up.
Give it up for Jamie. Okay, host here. I am transplanting here from the East Coast to fulfill his dream of writing. And he does every time we write your name down at the karaoke spot at the sports harbor, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, how in the hell does this happen? Come on. Somebody requests to have a fucking roast? Most people only request that you show up and have a good time. Help me celebrate, dance, have a few fucking drinks. Hey, John. You're a fucking great photographer.
Thank you, man.
Do some stand-up comedy for my birthday. What kind of shit is that? I know he's expecting this to turn into some moving tribute to Danny Golden. That we're not gonna really fucking dig into his motherfucking ass. And we have all this pent-up fucking I want to get you back for the last 20 fucking years. Put people on blast at the fucking party. True story. Who remembers the party where someone who I'll let them remain nameless.
Go ahead, say the name.
Went, no, I'm not gonna. I'd be being like Danny. You're next. Sylvia, let's roast Sylvia next. But no, this person, he had a sign on the toilet saying, "Do not use the toilet." I didn't say that. Do not use the toilet because it's broken. And this person, for some reason, used the toilet. And Danny comes out to the entire party and announced. Someone, he didn't say someone, he said the person's name.
Kelly.
Someone you took a shit and flooded the toilet in the bathroom.
It was a big party too. It's a lot of people.
It was. That was a dancer. For the last 24 years, I swear he's been doing the same goddamn dance. Elbows up, left elbow up, right elbow down. Face like you're high on meth. Like it's his first time doing the shit, but he's been doing it for 27 years and he still ain't got it. Oh, I'm not doing it again. George Carlin once, at the start of his stand-up said, he talked about how happy he was to be able to do stand-up for a living. And make great money at it, go on tour, people loved him. And he says, I'm so thankful I get to do that while there's other assholes that you work with who think they're funny as a motherfucker. Okay. Brutally honest, Danny is. He'll be be the first to tell you while talking to you, you know, you're not very bright. True story, Super Bowl Sunday. Chris, last Sunday, me, Chris, and Danny were standing outside smoking cigarettes. Why we were smoking outside, I don't know, because Danny thinks that Peter doesn't know that he smokes. Of course, he ain't fooling nobody. He goes on the patch once a week. What kind of shit is that? So anyways, Chris looks through the fucking glass back there. And he goes, wow, it's fucking, he tells a story. And Danny goes, wow, you can see that from here? You wear glasses? Blonde, Danny turned into a blonde in his older age. You get to look forward to more of that, my friend.
Thank you.
Mr. OCD, right?
Right.
If you, a lot of people aren't laughing, but how do you think your chairs kept getting pushed back every time we went to get a drink on that? You think they pushed themselves? No. Danny's walking through the room like the Terminator, fucking scanning shit. Looking for pillows of fluff and shit. Danny's a fucking fluffer, you guys. He's not gay, come on. Even though he uses words like wonderful, fantastic. Inviting! Oh, it's charming! That's right. We're watching, Wendy and I loved Andy Richter Controls the Universe, and we showed it to Danny. We were watching it, and we laughed hard even the second time we saw it, showing it to Danny. And we asked for Danny's critique. Did you like it? It was pretty funny, right? He's not very charming. He's not handsome. The fuck is that shit? That's how you critique shows, motherfucker? Another motherfucker that's fucking handsome?
He's not gay.
Andy Richter?
He's not gay, Andy.
No, he's not. Danny, sorry. Let's say that Andy's not gay. When I watch UFC with Danny, it's kind of uncomfortable because I know I'm watching to see who wins, what kind of technique they use, and I have the feeling he's just looking at their asses. True story. Hey. I'm sorry, what do you want me to talk about? Thanks, Wendy. Danny, the last time Danny had pussy in his bed, it shed and had fur, and its name was Lulu. It was his cat. I'm gonna give you guys something to say out. What does Danny and his hot girlfriends, what does Danny's hot girlfriends and all his employers have in common?
What?
At some point or another, he's gonna try to screw them. Now, we all know Danny's not gay, you guys. Come on. Yeah. And if I didn't think you could take it, I wouldn't say these things. But since you're not gay, in the future, when we're gonna go out and shit, don't ask me what I'm gonna wear that night.
Yeah, that's Anthony. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Danny got a really good deal on this house. Short sale. You know, I asked Danny if I could borrow a little money. He said I can't. I'm a little short.